So who wins the division? The South.
I think the Falcons are going to win the division. And like I said, I'm trying not to let my biasness creep in too much because honestly, I'm a realist too. You know what I mean? I really am a realist. I think that we're being so slept on, man. They're so slept on.
Yeah.
The team is so talented. I know that with us, it's just a lot of what if is all it is. Because the thought is that talent-wise, healthy, we have just as good a roster as anyone in the division. And that's the truth. And so we're just slept on enough to where I think that they're going to be hungry. The way they closed out last season, you know, everybody said they're playing for Quinn, and they went 6-2. They beat San Francisco. San Francisco needed that game. If San Francisco wins that game, that Seahawks game at the end of the season means nothing. They already wrap up the one. The Saints needed that game. You know why? Saints win that game. They're not the 3 seed playing Minnesota. They have a bye if they win that game, a game where they were favored by 14.5. So they won games against teams that needed to win that were 2 of the top 3 teams in the NFC, one being a division rival and then the other being your former coach. And I knew that Quinn, and I bet on them. I won a ton of money that day when they beat the 49ers after that Julio touchdown. But you know that Matt and Quinn, they wanted to stick it to Kyle Shanahan.
Oh, yeah, because we hate Kyle Shanahan. I want the 49ers to lose every single game because of Kyle Shanahan. I actually rooted for – once they made it to the playoffs, I rooted for them to get to the Super Bowl just to see them lose. Because
they lost in predictable fashion.
Yes, the Shanahan way.
Blowing the lead.
He's not his daddy.
Against a GOAT, because people are already calling Mahomes the GOAT. So, and I know that Brady is the GOAT, but blowing it.
So, do you think Brady's washed? I think Brady and Breeze are both washed.
I do
think
too.
their arms are hanging on by thread.
No. They don't suck, but I think that everybody is treating them as if they are still the same player when they both have declined each of the last 2 seasons. And it's just kind of obvious.
Like, I remember, and this was before we even played them in the Super Bowl. I was watching Brady versus Osweiler in the playoffs. And I'm like, if the Texans had a quarterback with a pulse, they would win this game.
If Deshaun Watson was their quarterback, even where he was at Clemson, they could have won.
Yeah. Because
he might have been a sophomore or a junior.
Brady's not sitting in the pocket for none of that shit. Like, if there's pressure, he's either falling or he's just throwing it away.
And that's their biggest question mark. And that's why everybody's on this Bucs train. They signed Leonard Fournette, a guy that's never been a top 5 running back. Like, he hasn't won anything. He's not a rookie of the year. He hasn't been to a Pro Bowl. He's not all pro. What has he done? You know what I'm saying? What has he done?
I've seen this, though.
Oh, man, they got this running back. What has this dude done?
He caught 70 balls last year.
He had a good year. Okay, so he's an above-average running back is what I look at.
So, for me, though,
you're not great if you're not a Pro Bowler or all-pro. So, what is he? He's just good? He's above
good. He's a disappointment. But maybe
problem clearly, because think about it. He got cut and cleared waivers, meaning nobody wanted him. Nobody
wanted to guarantee him money.
Obvious situations like Chicago needs a running back. You know what I mean? Obvious situations. Hell, the Jaguars need a running back. Like, obvious situations.
The Jaguars brought in Devontae Freeman for a tryout.
Hey, more power to Free, too. Shit, I wish Free nothing but the best. He was great for the 2 years that we really had great Free. He was.
Yeah.
Him and Ted, both of them. I mean, I loved both of them. They were both – they're a large part of the reason we went to the Super Bowl too. They're a big part of the reason why Matt Ryan got MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys helped build that team.